Kamara Drive-In. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, 2017 Offensive Rookie of the Year, Alvin Kamara, fresh off a big performance a week ago, as it'll be the Washington Redskins taking on the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's head over to the heart of Texas, massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. On first down, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Great first drive defensively. Third and short, able to stuff the run.
And what it does is it gives not just confidence to your defensive players, it gives an overall feeling of, okay, we've established things here early. We can carry this throughout the game.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. In our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face a third down. Third down. Here's Haskins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. but that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. A first down throw for Prescott. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To try again after the sack, Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Prescott, he's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 13-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back. Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards that time at a Washington first. First down, here's a run with Peterson. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And an alley to run. Adrian Peterson. Peterson off to the races. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Completes this one to Meredith. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he finds the tight end, Reed. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. The Redskins with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Now it's Haskins. He's got Thompson here, complete. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. 13 games going on here this final Sunday of 2019, the final Sunday of the regular season. 3 more games still to come following us. Raiders, Broncos, Cards, Rams, and Niners, Seahawks. And then we'll know the 12 teams who will continue on into the playoffs starting next Saturday here on EA Sports. 23 yards on the play. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the 2 teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Check 99. There we go. Kill.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Cooper was the intended target.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. And this one complete to Reed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise.
I actually like the fake, all right? They gave it a shot. This is one of those plays where you really think you're going to fool people because he shoveled it off to the kicker, and he was going to try and get it running. We have seen it be successful before, but definitely not on this play.
I was going to say, as the kicker, when you see that it's probably not going to work, just terror and panic in your eyes, I would imagine.
What we really needed there was the close-up of his face while he was running.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 16, Prescott, and he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. Prescott now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. From the 39, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Boom! That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. Throw left side is complete to Reed. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Third and 2, now Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here's Haskins. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Haskins to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Haskins on 1st down. Out to the left here to Reed. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Haskins to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And this one is right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Shifts by him. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Kamara trying the right side. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Oh, what a move. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down. Prescott now from the 50. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 13 yards and a 1st down Cowboys. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Kamara, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Redskins.
They go play action now. Haskins. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Again, Peterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Complete to Jason Witten. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. I mean, you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz, but Witten back out there and doing his thing again. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Prescott to throw it. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Completes it to Jason Witten. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could pinpoint and look at the offense and say, oh, man, what a disaster. Hey, the defense, though, they came through.
Preparation's the key to everything, and when you're on the defensive side of the ball and in special teams meetings, you prepare for plays like this, and in this case, they were actually able to win it.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On first down, it's Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Haskins back to the air. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Haskins to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So the defensive front holding strong there on 4th and inches.
And how about the battle of big people up front? That turned into a leverage game, didn't it? Defensive linemen, they won it. Lower than the offensive guys, pushed them back, knifed through, and made a great play.
On the ground, Kamara. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we could nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. Prescott now. He's got the connection to Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Take 4, take 4. Here we go, 46. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
I'm going back to you. Switch.
Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. 10, 5, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
We got it. We got it.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it. Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Here we go with Kamara. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Again, it's Kamara. Flexing his muscle at the 30. That one a first down pickup of 8. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cowboys, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season.